he's come a long way. This is a good open mic, Culture Connect.
Yeah.
Give it up for putting this together. Some of you know me, some of you don't know me. I live in the suburbs. I don't come to the city that often. One thing I've noticed about coming to the city is they are racist as fuck here. Let me explain. So, obviously in the suburbs, we have a lot of Indian people. We don't have that many scattered Indian people all over the city. So every time I come, it just so happens that I go to a 7-Eleven to get gas, yes. It's always some motherfucker that thinks I work there. Seriously. And it just so happens to be white people. And I remember one time, I think he was 18, 19, whatever, he came up to me, I was in the candy aisle, he looks at me and he's like, dude, Slurpee machine's broken. I'm like, dude, fucking go ask the guy behind the counter. Then as soon as he left, I asked my uncle, hey, did you fix the Slurpee machine? So, he was actually waiting outside for a cab. I hopped in the cab, in the front seat, jacked up his fare. I'm a cab driver. So working at 7-Eleven. But, growing up wasn't easy. My family didn't make my life easier. They have difficulties speaking English too well. My aunt, who I love, I adore, but she cannot pronounce FedEx properly. She says fat ass. So, and my mom loves to feed me fruits. One particular fruit, cantaloupe. And in my language, cantaloupe is sakateti.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. Put it together, what does it sound like? Sakatiti.
Sakatiti?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there was this one moment when we went on a road trip. I think it was like LA or something. And we were actually on Rodeo Drive. Windows were down, we were enjoying the weather. And there was a FedEx right besides us. And my aunt looks at the FedEx and she's like, Rahul, patas. And it just so happens that there was a prostitute walking beside us. And the windows were rolled down. So the prostitute looks at me and she's like, did you just call me a fat ass? She's like, no, my aunt was saying FedEx. And my mom's in the back. She has this container with watermelon, and she's like, you want some sakateti? So on one hand, my aunt says fat ass, and on the other hand, my mom says sakateti. So imagine what I was going through that day. Yeah. My family's cheap. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we would go to Jewel, and I don't know if they still do this, but they put a limit on how many items you can buy that are on sale. So we have a thing for butter. We always love butter. And every time butter would go on sale, they would actually, so what they would do, they were very meticulous. What they would do is, they would have me stand, poor old 12-year-old me, they would have me stand in line separately while they went to the other side and stood up in line separately. Then they had my grandmother go into another lane. So they would all get their own butter, stick of butter, not stick of butter, but packets of butter. And then we went in the car, we put the butter away, and then we would go back in line and go see another cashier and try the same shit again. And it was ridiculous because I I was 12 years old. That was the only fucking time my parents would let me miss school the next day or sleep in late when butter was on sale. Fucking cheap ass people. I swear to God. Sometimes I feel like I was Jewish. How many Jewish people here, by the way? Woo! Woo! Yeah! Have you seen that Mel Gibson movie? The Jesus Christ movie?
Oh,
No?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
one.
don't know, it was just Jewish Jesus Christ. I don't know.
It's long.
But okay, that was my time. See you guys later. Give it up for Juan.